We follow band member Kimberley Walsh, whose lifelong passion is to star in the epic West End musical Les Miserables.
When I was 12, I got a part in Les Mis, and then ever since then I've just really loved musicals.
She'll have to fit months of training into a grueling 3 weeks in both London
We'll work on that.
and the theatre capital of the world, New York City.
Beautiful!
Kimberley may be a successful pop singer, but she'll discover that musicals demand a whole new set of skills. Acting through song,
I could have been a student too.
and a totally different singing technique.
It's a completely different thing to singing pop songs. So hopefully I'll be able to get the vocal cords going again.
She may have the passion, but with so much to learn in so little time, will she even get past the audition?
We can start quarter.
It's day one, and Kimberley's on her way to her first singing lesson. But why musicals?
Musicals was where I started off, really, and you know, I loved it, and that's where I really got the kind of bug for singing after I did Les Mis when I was 12.
She has a genuine love for musicals, and always has since the day I met her.
Kimberley is suited to musicals like tea and biscuits. Like
the best one was we were on tour on the iPod. She put her iPod on, and all the R&B songs would run out, and guess what starts coming on? All these musical tracks.
she knows every single musical, every single song.
It's like Les Mis on her iPod. What do you do? Sit and listen to Les Mis? She's funny.
Kimberley's got just 5 days before she auditions for Les Miserables, and the prospect is daunting.
This first singing lesson is really, really scary, because I'm going to really know in the next hour whether or not I'm good enough to do this, possibly. And if I'm terrible, then it's going to be a really short documentary.
Kimberley's singing teacher is internationally renowned Mary Hammond, who has coached some of the finest singers in musicals, ranging from Chicago and Cabaret to Billy Elliot and Miss Saigon. And she's under no illusions about how hard it is for Kimberley to get a part in Les Miserables.
I don't think the creative team are a soft touch. I think if they feel that a paying audience aren't going to be convinced of her as a character, that they won't ask her to do it. The fact that she's in a pop group is either here or there to them.
Quite scared, actually, now.
Kimberley has a right to be nervous, as Mary has a reputation for being a very tough coach.
Hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. You okay?
You ready for this?
Just about, I think. Oh.
I'll tell you something, Kimberley. You'd be more comfortable without those shoes on.
Okay.
I'm going to kick them off a minute.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Too practical.
Do you know why? Because, you know, when you sing, it's about balance. Mind you shot down a foot.
Yeah. I know, I'm really only that big.
Yeah, but
Mary starts off the lesson as she means to go on.
I think next time we meet, it could be an idea to wear
Something a bit more comfortable, yeah.
then
Tracksuit or
tracksuit
something.
Yeah, because, you know, theatre is about really rolling your sleeves up and getting on with work.
Yeah.
Really. I want you to breathe out to a sibilant S, imagining you're keeping a balloon in the air.
The type of singing she'll be expected to do is so demanding that Mary has had to take Kimberley right back to the basics of breath control.
Good, brilliant. In pop music, I don't know if you agree with me, you don't have such long phrases, you can breathe, you have a lot more choice about where you breathe.
Yeah,
Would you agree with
definitely
that?
much more so than musicals.
When you're singing music that's written by a composer, you have to satisfy what they want. It's a completely different thing. So you have to make your breath serve whatever the piece is.
Yeah.
So, we can then. Okay. Yeah.
These are the techniques that will stop her running out of breath mid-song.
Release. You sound a bit dry today. Did you have a glass of wine last night?
I did, actually. How did you guess that? We actually went to the theatre and we had a glass of wine, but I can feel it. I feel a bit hoarse.
I mean, it's not that you have to live like a nun, but if you give an opportunity, sometimes you have to sort of do the best you can.
Yeah, no, that's
And I mean, it's not a question of drinking, it's a question of alcohol dehydrates.
Whilst Kimberley goes through the exercises, Mary has a chance to hear if her voice is up to the task ahead.
I mean, having listened to you, I think the voice as a voice is good. It's like if you're going to do any kind of gymnastic feat, you have to
Train for
it, and you have to practice.
I will do.
I know. Well, you better, because it's you that's going to have egg on your face if you don't.
Don't remind me, I know. Why did I do this to myself? No, it'll be worth it.
This was an
I'm
ambition
prepared
of
to
yours.
put whatever I need to put into it. I want to do it. I really do.
Good, because then it will interest me to help you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be. There'd be no point, would there? Really?
No, not at all.
First lesson over, and she may have got Mary's seal of approval.
That was scary.
But there's a long way to go.
I'm a bit overwhelmed about the amount of work there is to do in the time we have, which doesn't mean I think she can't do it.
I think I've got a lot of work to do, but that's fine. I don't mind. I will work hard.
She's good, but even so, they're not going to compromise their show, and it's their choice in the final analysis, and I can do as much as I can to help, but I can't get her the job.
So will Kimberley be up to scratch for an audition in just 4 days?
It's very easy with nerve to just feel you've got to belt it out, and they're not looking for that.
Or is she out of her depth?
It's far too much to take in.
Girls Aloud's Kimberley Walsh is hoping to fulfil her lifelong passion to perform in the West End musical Les Miserables. With her audition for the show in only 4 days, her first lesson with vocal coach Mary proved that she may have bitten off more than she can chew.
I'm a bit overwhelmed about the amount of work there is to do in the time we have.
Her first vocal lesson has rekindled memories of her musical childhood. So along with boyfriend Justin and sisters Amy and Sally, she decides to dig out the family archive for a trip down memory lane.
How old are you then?
Don't know, I think I might have been about 14, actually. 13, 14.
At 12 years old, she played one of the child characters in a regional production of Les Mis and loved every minute of it.
Done.
Oh, you're so cute. Sally, you forgot on the table. I had a whole table of merchandise and memoirs that stayed in my room. A shrine.
No, not your room.
Our room. A shrine
I
to
wasn't
Les
in it.
Mis. Had the big sign poster at the back, the doll, the photo album
The cup,
strewn,
the
the
mug.
picture, the mug, the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Everything. I forgot about that. That was a bit weird. I really did enjoy the experience.
Next morning, it's straight back to training. Her singing teacher Mary is well aware of how hard her audition for Les Mis will be. It's unlike anything she's ever done in Girls Aloud.
It's acting and singing together, so the fact that she's been in a girl band, no disrespect, is neither here or there to them. She would have to be totally convincing, and there's certainly some work to do there. We'll just have to do as much as we can in the time.
With only 4 days until the audition, there's no time for mistakes.
Have you still got my score?
I haven't got it with me today. I've forgotten it. I got the tape recorder out to do my exercises.
Well, I've got another one, you're lucky.
And so the intense vocal lessons begin.
I know that he is blind.
It's very easy with nerve to just feel you've got to belt it out, and they're not looking for that. Your voice has to express what you want as an actor. Cut out the milk for a couple of days.
I'm thinking about the words, keeping in time, emphasising certain words. On my own.
That's a statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's try again.
Certain parts of my voice when it needs to switch. Well, that's my way.
Regret what
Wrong. That gives us
me.
So you're making the arch mistake, which people do, which is to slow down when they're trying to emphasise a word.
It's only in my mind.
Now do my mind. Say it for me.
My mind.
Consonants. You're nearly there. Good girl, again.
There's so much to think about.
It's great.
I'll be all over this time tomorrow.
Absolutely. To be honest, I think you peaked then, and I'd rather send you home. I think you've really worked hard at home, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
All the things I gave you.
Yeah.
Do you feel more comfortable
I
technically?
do, technically, yeah.
Because that's what we want.
The lessons are over, but something is still nagging Mary.
Accept who you are. Just very simply tomorrow. I will.
Yeah, no, I felt like these were a bit in the way today.
Well, tell you what,
I
they didn't
will.
bother me, but I think they disturb people's concentration.
Yes.
Just go
simple.
looking very simple.
Yeah, I will do. I'm going to really go for it tomorrow. Massive hoops. Tight, you know, tight, skin-tight clothing. No, I'm not really. I kind of agreed with her about the earrings. They were kind of jangling a bit today, and I was thinking, yeah, these won't be part of my outfit tomorrow.
There's no more time for training, but has Kimberley learnt enough?
I just hope that she's able to show them what she can do, because auditioning's an unnatural situation. You never get used to it, but I've got every hope she'll do fine.
Having to give her vocal cords a rest before tomorrow's audition, Kimberley decides to take boyfriend Justin to see Les Miserables.
I did want to bring him to see the show and stuff so that, well, yeah, I don't know whether or not I get it or not, at least he'll kind of know what I'm working towards.
Get it.
Don't say that, especially not.
I've sorted it out. I've made the call. But no, definitely a lot of practicing has been going on in the house. A lot of belting, a lot of sore throats from too much singing.
Yeah, I keep getting told off, don't I? Keep saying to me, just, that's enough now, just rest it. Don't come crying to me if you've got no voice in the morning. Thank you.
Kimberley and Justin settle in to watch the epic tale of passion, power and tragedy that is Les Mis. The show draws to a close, and with her audition in less than 12 hours, it's an emotional experience for Kimberley.
You need to sort out.
I know.
There's some serious things
I
going on.
think it was all just getting a bit too long.
Yeah, but even at the beginning, before there was...
That's
any,
what I
like,
mean.
sort
I
of
think the
death.
stress was like a release. I might actually just like really go for it tomorrow in the audition, like, you know, tears and everything. Just give everything and just hope that they feel sorry for me. Yeah, let her in the show for a night. It's fine. She obviously really wants it.
Well, as soon as you've done it, you'll be so happy that you've done it, and I can't imagine that it will be anything but good news.
It's the morning of the audition, and the nerves are truly kicking in.
I went straight to bed with the best of intentions and didn't sleep at all. It was awful. You know, you just getting yourself so worked up because you want to sleep and you know you need to get to sleep because you've got to be up and da-da-da, and then the more that you worry, the less you can sleep. And I gave up in the end, to be honest. Oh, I can just relax tonight. It'll be over with one way or another.
Kimberley's always wanted to be in Les Mis, so she will throw everything she's got at this.
If it's a big deal, she does get quite nervous.
She will be absolutely bricking it.
I just try to say to her, like, do you know what? You've just got to try and say to yourself, get on with it.
This is her one and only chance to impress the creative team. If she fails, her long-held dream will be shattered. She is being auditioned by Les Mis resident director Mariano Dietrich and musical supervisor Stephen Brooker.
Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for having me.
First of all, we'll go through the song, see where it sits, and see what we need to work with.
Okay.
Just start on the
On my own.
Okay. I'm going to kick my shoes off if that's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, that's great.
On my own, pretending he's beside me.
There's a lot of things that you're looking for. First of all, you're looking for somebody who looks like what you imagine the character should look like, somebody who can obviously sing it and sing it very well.
His arms around me.
It's always nice to have somebody that we actually don't think about when they're singing, but just listen to what they're saying. So somebody who's capable of singing through those phrases and telling us a good story.
The pavement shines like silver. All
The song starts well, but as she hits the high notes, nerves are affecting her delivery.
my life, I've only
If you start too loud, you're never going to make it.
Yeah.
I know it's only in my mind.
The second time seems more controlled, but now Mariano wants to see if she can take direction.
It's about describing what she does on her own when she's walking through those streets. It's the only time she's happy.
Okay.
Without moving anything, just tell me. I'm your best friend, and you're telling me a secret.
On my own, pretending he's beside me.
A grueling 30 minutes later, and the audition is over.
Thank you so much.
To add to the stress, she has to wait for a phone call for the verdict.
I'm all right.
Having given it her best shot, she goes to unwind with bandmate Nicola.
How are you? How's it all been going? Really?
What was it like?
Are you scared?
I was a bit scared. I was a bit scared, but I managed to just about hold it together. I could envision myself like
Being sick.
on my own. You know, when you get that gulping thing or that dry mouth and you can't get your saliva going.
Is it like so far removed from what we are?
I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm not in girls' life at the moment. I actually feel like I've been transported out of our normal world back into like as if I've never done anything before, and I'm auditioning again because it's so different.
You're not sheltered at all, are you?
No, not at all. And
It's
even
actually
like for us,
in the big bad world.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's bad, I don't like it.
I don't like it. The other day I was thinking, I've got a job. I have got a job. Why am I doing this to myself? I put myself through this once already to get here. I'm glad that's over, and we'll just wait and see what happens.
Hopefully they'll say yes.
Oh yeah.
They will.
It's the day after the audition, and Kimberley is waiting for the phone call to find out if she will finally be a part of Les Miserables, her lifelong passion.
I don't know what'll happen, to be honest, if they don't offer anything. We're back to square one, which is not good, because that might mean another audition, and I think that might just kill me.
For her audition, she sang the solo On My Own from one of the show's most popular characters, Eponine. Eponine was a big influence on Kimberley's love for Les Mis.
When I was in Les Mis, when I was younger, that was always a part that I thought, when I'm older, maybe I can play that. But at the same time, I can totally understand that I wouldn't be able to do it in 2 weeks. Just wouldn't be possible.
So Eponine may not be an option, but Kimberley desperately hopes that her audition has secured her a place in the show.
If they did give me the chance to be on stage and stuff, I think I would really enjoy every minute of it. I loved watching it, absolutely loved it. It just made me remember how, you know, how much I did love it when I was younger, and I still do. Hello?
Hi, Kimberley.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, it's Mariano. Listen, well done. You did really, really well. We're very, very happy with what we got out of you in the audition.
Yeah.
And we would very much like you to be a part of Les Mis. We would like you to be in the show. And also, by the end of the show, we would like you to sing On My Own in full costume, in character.
Right.
And in full lighting, so that it feels as you've done the solo.
Great news, but now the pressure is really on. So now she's only got 2 weeks to rehearse for the complex group ensemble, Lovely Ladies.
Smelling through the smoke. I don't know the fucking word.
On top of that, she'll have to master Eponine's big solo.
Think about the words a bit more.
She's got her work cut out. Girls Aloud Kimberley Walsh is very close to fulfilling her lifelong dream of appearing in the world's longest-running musical, Les Miserables.
Thank you.
With only 2 weeks to perfect her performance, she's straight in for a costume fitting. She'll be playing 2 roles. The first is a 19th century Parisian whore in the group ensemble Lovely Ladies.
Oh, that does work, but yeah, I might need a bit of extra help for the night, I think.
Next, it's time to get dressed up in the role she has always dreamed of playing, Eponine, a street girl who sings about her unrequited love.
Not quite the same as our Girls Aloud fittings. I think they have to be a little more careful when they cut things, but we do still cut things off like this. Slightly less glamorous, but I've still got the waist belt, so I'm happy. I've been wanting to wear this outfit for years. It's great.
She may only have a fortnight to perfect her performances, but she has to put her training on hold for 2 days for a Girls Aloud video shoot in Los Angeles. After filming all day and night and with little sleep, an exhausted Kimberley heads from LA to New York City, the theatre capital of the world, where she is due to work with some of the best trainers behind Les Mis on Broadway. But first things first...
I cannot wait to get to bed. I can actually just see it in my head. I can't wait to get in and get some sleep. And hopefully I'll feel like a normal human being tomorrow.
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly.
The solo she will sing as Eponine is vocally demanding. On such a punishing schedule, Kimberley could risk damaging her voice. So she goes to see Liz Kaplan, the vocal coach behind many of Broadway's biggest shows, including Wicked, Footloose and Hairspray. Liz has taught most of the Eponines in Les Mis and will help Kimberley hit the big notes.
Yeah, all right.
Hi. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty tired, actually.
Have you done a lot in a short period of time?
Yes, and I think with the jet lag and stuff, it's just, you know, trying to wake myself up.
We'll go ahead and do a really gentle warm-up and make you feel really comfortable in your body.
Good idea.
Yes, what do you
Sounds
think?
like a good plan to me.
Okay. Stretch the tongue out by dragging it outside the mouth. That's a great breath.